Keto myths. What are the myths about ketogenic diet? The keto diet has been a very promising and effective health program for a lot of years that people have adopted in their lives to have a better health status and lifestyle. Ketogenic diet. It contains 65 to 70% of fat nutrients, 15 to 20% of protein, and 5 to 10% of carbohydrates. Keto myths and lies that are dead wrong. Myth 1. No long-term studies. People think that the keto diet does not have long-term studies, which tell about the working and benefits of the diet plan, but in reality, for the last 50 years, the keto diet has been under a lot of studies and experiments, such as the study of the human population that consume high-carbs diet, are usually more at risk to develop diseases such as diabetes, heart problems, and metabolic syndromes. So it is concluded from these kinds of diets, that these types of diets are not healthy. And the keto diet, on the other hand, is a healthy and well-balanced diet plan for you. Myth 2. Dangerous for kidneys. Some people think that it is dangerous for the kidneys because it is high in proteins, but in reality, keto is not high in proteins. It contains a moderate number of proteins. The amount is how much your body needs, and that means you are not doing a massive number of proteins on the diet that will cause you kidney problems, which make this keto misconception a false statement. Myth 3. We need carbs. People assume this misconception that carbohydrates are the main nutrient for a body, and we need them on daily basis in huge amounts, but our body, heart, and brain can easily run on ketones, which are the byproducts of the ketosis process, and it is also considered as a preferred fuel for the body than carbohydrates. So, we do not need a huge amount of carbs in our diet, as the body can make it. Myth 4. Slow metabolism. People think that keto causes slow metabolism, but this keto misconception is a complete lie, because the diet plans that are high in refined carbohydrates are the ones that cause slower metabolism. After all, it increases insulin in the human body, which not only converts sugar into fat, but will block your ability to lose fat. Myth 5. High fat is dangerous. It is also a keto myth that a high-fat diet is dangerous for the body, but there are no such studies that high-fat diet plans are harmful to a person, and if you see a study that shows a high-fat are dangerous, then you should also know that in these experiments that also let the subject to consume a diet which is high in carbohydrates that cause the negative impact. Myth 6. Not sustainable. People think that the keto diet is not sustainable, but after debunking this myth, you will know that the keto diet is very much sustainable, as it helps you get rid of cravings, gives you more energy, and lift your mood, which make this diet more sustainable for a person than any other diet plan. Myth 7. It causes heart disease. It is a very common myth that a high-fat diet such as keto causes heart diseases, but fat is only bad if you add carbohydrates with it, like in ice cream, and also when you add protein with sugars, it results in glycation, that results in sticky blood and also causes damage to tissues. So, in the keto diet, you do not add carbohydrates with fats, which keeps it completely safe for the human body. The American Heart Association has suggested that the keto diet is good for heart health. Myth 8. Adverse reactions. The adverse reactions are bad breath, keto flu, keto rash, or you are not performing well during workout sessions, but you only going to experience these adverse reactions if you are going in the keto transition with nutrient deficiencies, in which vitamin B and potassium deficiencies are very common. But you can very easily encounter these nutrient deficiencies by consuming vitamin B through nutritional yeast and eating enough vegetables for the potassium nutrient. Myth 9. Low carbs starve the brain. Low-carb diets can starve the brain, which is a keto misconception, because people think that the brain needs carbohydrates for functioning. Indeed, the brain runs on glucose, but it can also function remarkably with ketones. Myth 10. High-protein diet causes bad breath. A high-protein diet causes bad breath and stomach problems, such as constipation, but first of all, keto is not a high-protein diet. It contains moderate amounts of protein, because this amount of protein is very necessary for the diet plan, as low consumption of this nutrient can cause deficiencies and weakness in the body, and high consumption is also not recommended. That is why keto has the perfect proportion of the protein macronutrient. Myth 11. Ketoacidosis is a dangerous side effect. Ketoacidosis is a dangerous side effect especially for diabetic type 1 and diabetic type 2, but if you are doing nutritional ketosis, then you are taking the person away from diabetes type 2. So, a keto diet will not cause ketoacidosis. Myth 12. Keto only cause weight loss. Keto is a diet plan that does cause weight loss, but with that, it also has numerous health benefits for a person, such as lower blood sugar levels, maintaining blood pressure, reduced risks of chronic diseases, better brain functions, good energy levels, and no hunger issues, which makes this diet plan much more than just a way to deal with obesity. Conclusion: the ketogenic diet is one of the diet plans that has been supported by proper medical evidence, and the results of the diet plan have always been positive and right. Regardless of these things, keto myths are still very common and people think that they are true, but the people need to understand that these myths are not accurate, and the keto diet is a very healthy way of improving the quality of their lives.